Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11.
Burrow will throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially in the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Bass. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
11. Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Alert! Alert! Look at my team!
On second down, Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Operating from the gun. Pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On fourth down, Bass. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. First down, here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On third down, Burrow. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Bass. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Prime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle, hit the lower center of gravity, and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
11.
Now Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. The 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear. The fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 37. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they lead 3 touchdowns to 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
A final shot before break. Bass. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trailed as we get back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Bass. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, and he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals, JD. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they're thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On third down, Bass. He's got Austin Eckler on the slant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they've not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Bass. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And that'll bring up 4th down and a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 34 yards. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but set ball offense is going to help get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eckler, they run left side. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Bass. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 26. What, 227 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Mixon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Gun. Stop.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw on 2nd down. Bass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. The 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. That is caught by Anderson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come 19.
Back to throw again. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
As most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a first carry for their fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this competition.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Bears and the Giants on Thursday night.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Tonight it's the final morsel in our thanks. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's A.J. Cole now,
as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be a short field. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The Giants at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they come up now, second and goal. Touchdown, Giants! Juju Smith-Schuster. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Wilson. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown. They run it with Benjamin, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Quick completion here to Johnson. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears! Juwan Johnson, 41 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one will fall incomplete. Just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw is Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're within 7 now, 28-21.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They run for it with Harris, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. They go play action here on first down. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Calhoun. There's Evans again. Complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Calhoun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Kyle Duggar just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. It gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Wilson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. They're thinking it.
Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, Benjamin. And some space here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Calhoun. And that nearly their 1st pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Wilkinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the run is Benjamin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a give right side. Wilkinson just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got it. There. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New York ready to go again offensively. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. One last shot for Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete.